Mysterio. If there's a Spider-Man video that I could just make out of heights or like the villains, I would add this guy. You know, Michael Keaton too, who's supposed to be 5'9". I believe he might be in that kind of range. Could be 5'10", not 5'11". But today we're doing Mysterio, and we could do Dr. Rock too. I gotta do a video about the Spider-Man villains, but this is an unfortunate way to measure someone. Black Hat debunked this. To me, looks like he's 5'9.5", or gosh forbid, 5'9". He doesn't look. I mean, I'm 5'6.5". I'm built in a weird way where I could look 5'8", but I don't claim 5'8". I claim 5'6.5". I don't care if I'm the shortest 5'7" in the world. But here he is with Conan. You debunked this already, that the camera angle is weird. He looks shorter than he is. You could still measure yourself with both feet away from each other, and you're still the same height. You might shrunk 1/4 of an inch, or like measure over 1/4 of an inch. So yeah, Conan's supposed to be 6'4". To where I have him. Here he is, 6'4" versus 5'9". He looks 5'9" those shoes, but he looks 5'8", 5'8.5" without them. He's built weird to me. The woman is wearing heels. She looks 4'11", and a heel 5'3". Here he is with Eminem, who I have as 5'8". He looks 3 inches taller than Eminem, so he's looking 5'11" there. But a 5'8" person, now he looks like he's 6 foot. I'll say maybe even 6'1.5", but not 6'1". Here he is with a guy who might be shorter than Eminem, slightly. Eminem in Spider-Man Far From Home, my sister's old idol. She likes K-pop. No, it's not about K-pop anymore. You got to do the BTS guys. But Far From Home, looking distinctly taller than Tom Holland by 4.5 inches. I don't know how tall Tom Holland is. I think he's around 5'7". So looking 5'11.5" there. Maybe slightly taller. Here she is with some woman. I bet that woman's like 5'5". And he's looking like he's 5'11.5" there. He claims to be 5'11.5" recently, but before he's 6 foot. I don't think. But the thing is, he's wearing kind of a boot there, so that's why he kind of looks tall next to a 5'5", 5'4" woman. I don't know her name. I wonder if he wears enhanced footwear. Here he is with Ben Stiller. I don't know if that's Ben Stiller, but he looks 5'8" there. Still's supposed to be 5'6", 5'6.25". He's not even 5'7". And I don't know the guy on the right. And looking about 5'8" there. I don't know. Here he is with 5'7". I don't know his name. He's that guy from Ant-Man. What the heck is... This guy's not even 5'8" or 5'9". He's supposed to be 5'7". This is a legit 4-inch difference, so he's looking 5'11", 5'11.5" there. Here he is with a barely 6'2". What's his name again? Hugh Jackman. He's supposed to be 6'2". I struggle. You think he might be 6'1", 6'1.5". I could be wrong. He could be 6'1 3/4". And I'm just off. He might be a guy who's scraping 6'2". And here he is with legit 6'2" Ryan Reynolds. And he's looking at least 3.5 inches shorter than him. So he's looking 5'10.5", maybe 5'11". Again, looking like a 3.5, maybe 4 inch difference. 5'10.5", 5'11", next to a 6'2" Ryan Reynolds. Here he is with 6'1.5". Let's say 6'1 3/4". Hugh Jackman. He looks, 6 1/4 here. Looks like an 1.5 inch difference if he's 6'1 3/4". But now it looks like more like a 3-inch difference. So looking 5'10.5", 5'10 3/4" with a 6'1 3/4". Jackman. If he's 6'2", he's looking 5'11" at the most. Here he is with 6'3" Chris Hemsworth, Thor. This looks like a 6.5 inch difference. If he's 6'3", he's looking 5 foot. I guess 5'8.5". Yeah, you're looking 5'8.5". Their footwear is shocking. Don't know if it was enhanced footwear, maybe. I don't know. Thor is, I don't know, with both wearing sneakers. Here he is with, I don't know, a friend with him, but he's distinctly taller than him. Looking 5'11" and a half. So what's the verdict? I think that Jake Gyllenhaal's 5'11" and a quarter. If he stands up straight and bare feet, he is 5'11" and a half. And yeah, he's no 6-footer. I know Jake Paul, 5'10" and not Jake Paul, but there's a YouTube account that, like, his name really interesting height. Jake Paul, 5'10" and a half. He has him at 5'9" and a half. I'm not really iffy about that, but I kind of understand that there's some pictures with him and Lance Armstrong and what's his name again? Matthew McConaughey. And that he looks shorter than him. I think McConaughey's supposed to be 5'10" and a half, 5'10" and 3/4. But yeah, I'm saying Jake Gyllenhaal is 5'11" and a quarter. If he stands up straight and bare feet, he is 5'11" and a half. Please like and comment.